Now, let me get back to the nerd thing for a second. People, I am a black man. And as a black man, I am from a community where the standards and the bar of life have been lowered. And these low standards are now the prize, the get off, if you will. If I can give you an example in simple terms. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. And what the ghetto has shown me is that whatever is dumb is smart, and whatever smart is dumb. So we change the perspective of success in the ghetto. If a woman acts ratchet, she's successful. If a guy wears his pants off his behind, becomes a booty out nigga, he is the man. And stats show that those are, in fact, the men that have babies the most in the community everyone calls black. I want to be clear. 61% of all women of color have babies with felons. I guess this is why it's always hard for an individual like myself to gain traction. But I got up this morning and like a nerd does, we are always thinking. And if you ever want to classify or get verification that someone is in fact a nerd, ask them who Warner Von Braun is. And that may be like just a simple question, but say to that individual, who's Warner Von Braun? And if that person knows, they're a nerd. If you ask that individual, you ever watch Ancient Aliens and they say, hey man, that's my favorite TV series, like yours truly, you're talking to a nerd. If you ask an individual and they say, hey, you ask that individual, say, hey, what's your favorite movie? And they say Grease, not Scarface, not some thug movie, not the Scarface franchise, not some gangster movie. You're talking to a nerd. And I want to be clear. I just said what's smart in the black community seems to be the dumb thing to do, and what's dumb seems to be smart. You find a woman, she's 35 and she's voluptuous, she got to have 5 kids. Nope, she should have had all her babies when she was a teenager, because when she's 35, she's supposed to be a grandma. And then now they even found a new way to classify that, calling it a glam ma. A dude that's 35 years old, nope, he's supposed to now wake up one day, like I had an epiphany this morning. He's supposed to wake up one day and say, I'm tired of selling drugs. I'm tired of doing all these things. And every job that I now go to, they're supposed to give me a second chance. They owe me that because I just woke up and the world should trust me. We do a lot of things and they're dumb. So I came up with an acronym for that. NERDS. Never, ever resisting dumb shit. Because if what's dumb, what's smart in the ghetto is dumb, I can't resist doing dumb shit. But then I got up this morning and I said, all my life, I've set the tone. Tone. Thoughts of nerds entertainment. Tone. So I said, what exactly is this? What exactly is going on? People, I'm going to tell you something. At my age, the reason why I have harmony at my house, because I get up in the morning and I say good morning to my home. Before I leave, I tell my home I will be back. When I come home, I say I'm back. I do all these things because home is where your harmony lives. Home is where your spirit lives. I always say to individuals, if you want to know about a person, go to their house. Go to their house. You'll know a lot about a person. But when you take a person that's not fucking nobody, I never ran to women. I never thought it was cool to jump in any one of my BMWs and be like, yo, I'm the man now. Yeah, watch me. I'm bouncing, baby. Proud to say at my age, the average 15-year-old gets way more pussy than me. You know, and I'm a man. But I did everything well in life to where as though I could stop working today if I wanted to. And I'm going to tell you why we are here today, June 5th, 2021. Because I always say, never let the person you're going to be tomorrow be mad at the person you are today. So when you're out there hardying, how is that going to help you tomorrow? When life comes knocking at your door and those certain steps that you go through to take on and advance yourself to the next step, what are you doing to do that? And how is chilling out all the time, running women, how is that going to advance you tomorrow? How is that going to advance you tomorrow? People, we all went to school to have a better life. Nobody went to school to have a better girl count. I got more girls than you. Nobody go to school to have a better. I got a better rim, cars on my rim. We all go to school to have a better life. You're supposed to be doing things every day so you can build on your life. If you stop right now today and look back on 365 days and look at what you put the most emphasis on, it will equal as to why you are where you're at today. If you're honest with yourself and stop lying to yourself, if you woke up today, June 5th, and said, you know what? Let me think 1 year back. It will equal it will be the sum of where you're at today. Your emphasis was on hanging out with the boys. You're hanging out with the boy game solid. Your thing was hanging out with the girls. You got memories of, yeah, remember the one time and the guy brought me my drink, and you got memories of that. This year, I woke up with an agenda. I got my CDL license in 2015. I needed to get that. And I realized that when I was trying to get a job, the one thing that kept punching me in the job was experience. Then I go work at a job, and then I'm running into a female that thinks that, you're supposed to be blowing my head up. My butt is big, and, you're not giving me no play. I mean, out of all the dispatches, first I used to get calls from various dispatches. All of that stopped. I used to average about 6 rides a week from various dispatch. I would call that one dispatch, hey, what you got for me? I ain't got nothing for you, but call her. I know, man. Just call her and see what she got for you. The supervisor, I call him. He don't call me back now. She calls. Yeah, what's up? What you need? And then my ride stopped. But what she don't know is I'm not there for the money. I'm there to stack on time on the experience clock. So she's not hurting me, because I want to be clear about something, and I'm being crystal clear. I say this all the time. You're going to love it. Really. When you're young, you want opportunity. When you're old, you should have options. You should have options. If you don't have options, you done something wrong. That's a you thing. Too many people in this day and age don't take accountability for themselves. They waking up today and they want something to be a certain way, but yesterday did not dictate the terms of satisfaction for what they want today. I went to therapy, and my therapist told me, let individuals be themselves. You see, I had a habit of trying to enforce nerdmatics on people. That's how I am. I can't be that way no more. Just let everybody be themselves. That person is going to live with their tomorrow, not me. I got nothing to do with your tomorrow. It's all on you. I got Deshaun up in this mug. I got Stretch up in the house. So I'm talking about, where you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? People, I'm asking you, where are you going? Because a lot of people, they want to go straight, but that they're looking at that big booty girl on the right. They want to go straight, but the club is calling them on the right. They want to go straight, but they just can't seem to let the life that they were living yesterday go to start the new life. They can't let it go. Where are you going? Where are you going? What are you putting your energy in? Is the reason as to why you are where you're at today. Where are you going? You're all over the place. You're not focused. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Let me tell you what I mean by that. And I want to be clear. If you've seen the movie Bad Boys for Life, I got this from when the captain was asking Mike, where are you going, Mike? In the horse? Where are you going? Where are you going, Mike? I got this from that. People, when you sit back and look at what somebody is doing, it explains where they're going. Your loyalty is where your attention flows. That's the way it is. Your loyalty is where your attention flows. I like working out. I put a lot of time in with that. Because I put a lot of time in that, you guys see the results of that. I'm always building. I'm always moving forward. You guys know that. I'm transparent with that. I have no problem with that. When you're not that, it shows. You cannot, under circumstances none, you cannot, in a 24-hour period, do 20 different things and expect to be focused on one the next day. It does not work like that. And I want to be clear. And I mean crystal clear. When you decide you tired of going against the grain, when you decide, because this is what a lot of individuals do that live their life running, gaming. I'm gonna tell you guys something. The average person thinks that they are perfect. The average person thinks that one particular way they are in life works for every way. It don't. It don't. Here's what I mean. You ever ask yourself, why does a person that lived reckless, why they decide to fly right? You ever ask yourself that? Here's what I'm saying. So you got a person that I ain't paying my bills, I ain't paying nothing. They credit all messed up, and then they go try and fix their credit. They go and start trying to get their credit right. You know why? Because they had a big slice of humble pie. Something put foots up in them that said, your way isn't working. So they have to submit. But while they was out just or getting stuff and not paying for it and getting cars repoed, this and all that, that was fine. They were telling their friends, this car costs too much. Oh, man, I'm tired of paying for this car, man. My man got a car better than this one. And their friends were like, man, I just get that back. And then they got the approval to do wrong. Oh, yeah, and then they get a car back and they do all these things. It was cool. That worked at that time. But it doesn't work in the world of fly right. You don't have a mortgage in the world of fly right or fly wrong. You don't have a low interest rate in the world of fly wrong. You don't. You get what you've earned. I have to fall back from my family, from my mom, because my mom added a lot of, and it's amazing. They could be one way and then say, I'm a Christian, and be like, well, that don't mean nothing. It does. It does. So much to the point where the people that are personal with you, this is the thing that gets me. It's like the public way that I am works with the private way that I am. And then the public, everybody sees this person, and then the private people see a monster. You see, I want to be clear about something. The way that I am and the way that I love, I tell y'all that publicly about my privately. This is what y'all hear when y'all hear me speak. Y'all heard me talk about me giving. This is what y'all heard me say. Giving. Not being part of nothing and we all just admire. Y'all hear me say how I gave myself. This is what, I don't know if you got this already. This is what y'all hear me say, how I gave myself and got a monster in return. But all those people that treated me like trash on the private, because I didn't broadcast it when I did this. I didn't say, Channel 9 News, yeah, hi, my name is Chris. Yeah, I want to report some news that I'm going to do. I'm going to go get my brother out of prison. I'm going to go get, send my mom's boyfriend a car. I'm going to pay my mom bill. I didn't call the news with that. So that was my private. And then the way I got received, it was received in private, which y'all don't get. A lot of y'all don't get. And then I talk about it publicly. But if you ask a person, see, so what I'm saying is, that's how I am privately. But the average person, and when I say average, I would say a high 90%. They expect you to deal with them how public likes them. Give you one case in point. My brother, even the guy that I'm not friends with here in Virginia. Those two guys, when they come around, if you're not, yo, what's up? Oh, what's up? What's up? You know, those people that want everybody just, when they come, they want the temperature of the room to change. They want to be introduced. Those people, the people that's trying to love them will catch hell. Other than that, those individuals should not have private love. Those individuals need to just put on their clothes, go outside, and go where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came. You want to be the best to be. You want to go where everybody knows your name. But privately, do you think, my brother had 2 kids on his wife. What do you think she thinks of him privately? The dude that I'm not friends with no more, when his wife died, I had to go and be part of his security force because her family wanted to kill him. You never gave our sister a good life. You never gave her a good life. You never gave her anything. You was never good to her. The private oozed out into the public at the funeral. Sit back and ask that individual. So, if I could get a word to my brother. So, you like it when everybody praise you. You like when you got your ass up in all these women and got a wife at home. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? If I was to ask my mom, your son tried to love you privately, and I got to deal with this demon, but you go out and functions and everybody just loves you. Where are you going? Where are you going? My man Big E posted something yesterday, and it said, when a man has a family, he has a car note and bills. Take care of home instead of trying to impress the neighborhood. Something like that. That is the average person. The average person got 4 or 5 places that they frequent every month. And when they go into that place, they want the world. Oh, you're here! Oh! Then their private life, you hear that song. Womp, 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 womp. Where you going? Where are you going? Where you going? Where you going? I see people get right all the time after doing wrong for so long. I see people get right all the time after doing wrong for so long. And they don't know. And the reason why, they think that one way applies in every aspect of life. This is why Shaquita, with 5 kids, it's my coochie. It's my coochie. I can do whatever I want. And then they fall into that, everybody need to help me. Well, where's that grandeur of this is your pussy and you can do whatever you want with it? Now you can only live in a 3-bedroom. Now you got your kids bundled up because the laws have changed. To tell you, when I was a kid, the laws didn't care if little Mikey, little Danny, and little Clara slept in the same room. But now these laws, oh no, we got to remove kids from the home. You can't have a 2-year-old live in the same room. You can't do that. You can't. They changed the laws. Now you have to care. Individuals out there, they love to park a nut up in the woman. Boy, all I want to do is give a woman a nut. That's all they do. They're the whole thing. Let me just give this woman a nut. Oh, I gotta give a nut out. And then 20 child support cases. Then it's she did this, she did that, she did this, she did that, she did this, she did that. No, you did. You. You know why? Because you was not paying attention to where you were going. You wasn't. So many people use yesterday's rules for today's activities. They do. What do I mean when I say, I once said, too many people use yesterday's rules for today's activities. What do I mean by that? Yesterday rules for today's activities. Okay. I'm glad you asked. Yesterday it was raining. It was raining yesterday. So you had on your Parker and you was carrying an umbrella? Yeah. Today is sunny, 80 degrees. Are you still wearing that Parker and carrying that umbrella? Are you still? Of course not. You adjusted your perspective per 24 hours. You did. Yeah, you did. But a lot of people, the closed-minded ones anyway, what they do is they use a one-act fits all for everybody. And guess what? When that merry-go-round is going around, the things that don't fit lose its grip and it falls off. The things that don't fit lose its grip. And the slightest spin throws stuff that it's not down with that bull crap, throws it off. The slightest spin, let alone momentum, let alone a complete revolution and momentum. You guys got to understand that. Appreciate that, my man. Great words, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. My brother showed me about people, let me back that up. People in my family showed me about individuals that use yesterday's for today's. And the closed-minded, they are masters at the one perspective towards me should be everyone's perspective. The closed-minded. Well, when I go to, excuse me, when I go to the barbershop, I go in there and everybody loves me. When I go to the barbershop, when I go in the barbershop, my what's up ratings go through the roof. And I'll go to the barbershop just to get a hair pulled out of my eyebrow, because when I go there, my what's ups go up. If I can give you an example of an open-minded person not being like this, I'll tell you about yours truly. People I have owned a business, been successful in business, sold my business. I gets down to business. But I'll make reference again once again to a job that I went to. And because it's not a 9-to-5, meaning that I go there every day and have my my assignment, it's an assignment that it's a job that when you go there, they give you an assignment. This is where a person can say, if I don't like you, I'm not going to give you an assignment. But an open-minded person, a closed-minded person will go there and complain, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Maybe an open-minded person would. But an open-minded person such as myself will say specific things. And because this is not a provable offense, you can't just go make assumptions and make yourself look like what that is, a donkey on the website donkey.com. So I'm not going to go in there and say, well, I ran a business and I know how business is supposed to be ran. I'm not going to go there with that. I'm not using the tactics that I used on my business yesterday and try to take it to This trucking company's business today, not going to do that. We are all different. We're all different. Everybody needs different. But the average, the closed-minded, they will apply yesterday's antics with today's activities. They will. And it worked. And it has success in it. It's probably the reason why a lot of individuals' relationships go bad. Because yesterday's perspectives is being used, and it's not supposed to be. So if you decide this has worked for you, the key word is worked. Worked is meaning it worked and it's over. It's done. People, you should do something every day to evolve for the next day. I assure you, you will not go to any card lot and find a automobile manufacturer in the year 2021 put a cassette player in their car stereo. Cassette tapes are not options anymore. Car manufacturers, they have evolved and they said this option no longer fits with today's climate. You won't find an 8-track tape player. Bucket seats, nobody talks about bucket seats no more. Nobody. 15-inch wheels will get you laughed at. So automobile manufacturers knew yesterday's options, and I want to be clear, options is what people paid for, extra for. They couldn't give them away in a car today. So where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Have a good day, y'all. Appreciate you for being here.